So here we have a company decides the bonus it gives to its employees on the basis of the number of years of service, of is cut off, but of service as shown in the following table. So if you've been there for 1 to 3 years, you get 4% of your salary. If you've been there 3 to 8 years, you get 10% of your salary. 8 to 15, 13%, and 15 or more, you get 20%. So if Anne gets 5,300 after working for 4 years, and again, if you have the answer ready, you can send it to me in the chat. What is her salary? So we're looking for her total salary. So we can break this down into the percent proportion if we like. So we know that 5,300 is, okay, well, what percent? So it's 4 years, so it's going to be 10%. So if you write it out like that, then this can maybe help you do the percent proportion. So it's always is over of equals percent over 100. Then we have 5,300 of the unknown. We don't know what her total salary is, but we know that this represents 10%. Okay, so when you cross multiply, okay, so you can get, well, I don't really personally like cross multiplying, but you can. So we get 0.1 equals, which is the same as 10%. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 0.1. And we get that her total salary is equal to 53,000. Does this seem reasonable? Good.
Do we have to convert? Because you converted that to 0.1. Can we just cross multiply and would we get the same answer? Okay.
Definitely try it and see what you come up with. The answer is yes. Okay, that's the best thing about math is there's multiple ways to get to the same answer. What is 10% of, so you can check and say, well, what's 10% of 53,000? Well, it is 5,300. Now, let's think about this, mental math. So what is 10% of 100? So we have $100. What's 10% of 100?
$10.
Yeah, 10. Percent really means of 100. So 10 of 100, if you have $100, it's just going to be 10. All right, what's 10% of $50?
5.
5. Good. All right, so we're just having this, so you just have this. What's 10% of $5?
2.5.
Yeah, 0.5.
Oh, I said 2.5.
What are we doing? 10% of, so like what's 10% of 200?
20.
20. What are we doing? We're essentially just moving the decimal over, right? We're moving it over 1. So 10% of 100 is 10. 10% of 50 is 5. 10% of 5 is 0.5. 10% of 200. Okay, so then now, next question is, what is 20% of 200?
40.
Yeah, so it's double the 10%. So this is going to be 40. So you just do 10%, which is 20, and then you double it. When do we use 20% in our everyday lives?
20% off like a banana, a coupon.
Okay, coupons.
Tips.
Tips, usually in America, we tend to give like 15 to 20%. So if you want to give 15%, you could just do 10% and then half of it. So like say your bill was $100. You know that 10% is $10, and then 5% is going to be half of the 10%. So that's just 5. So if you wanted to give 15% as a tip, you would leave 10 plus 5, which is your 15%, which is $15. Okay, so you can use these mental math strategies when you're out. So, and don't rely on this calculator. This is very powerful, but this is also dangerous. Imagine I had a wheelchair, one that was like a remote controlled one. It had a motor and I could do pop a wheelie, you know, go around. It's kind of cool. But what if I used it all the time and I didn't need to use it? What would happen?
You would broke, and then when you really need it, you are not going to be able to use it.
I'm going to start relying on it, and my muscles in my leg are going to get really weak because I'm not using those muscles. So imagine I'm using this like cool remote controlled cart and I'm not really using my legs. When I need to use my legs, then I'm going to fall over. So that's very similar to this. Okay. If you're going to be relying on this all the time, you're not flexing this muscle up here, and your brain is a muscle. So please do not, and I can't control you, you know, when you're home doing homework on your own, but definitely if you're doing simple things like 10% of 250, think about it first and then calculate it. Don't go straight to this, okay? Because you're gonna weaken this muscle. All right, deal?